guys, welcome back to my channel. So first of all, before I start, I missed you guys. I missed you, and I hope you've missed me too. But the only way to tell is, are you watching my video? Are you subscribing to my content? Anyway, without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So today we are here to talk about something that has been following me like a bloody dark cloud. Now, this is something that we've all encountered, or we've seen or heard someone encountering it. Seen or heard someone encountering it. And the thing that I'm talking about is pretty privilege. Now, let me break that down for you. Pretty privilege is when you, as a person, as a human being, either girl or boy, gains stance or you gain privileges because of the way you look. Because people find you attractive, basically. It's sad to say that I could not relate for the longest time, and not because I find myself very beautiful, but let's just be very sincere. Not everyone's gonna find you pretty. Not everyone's gonna find you beautiful. And like I said in my previous videos, life goes on, my dear. It's not a death sentence. Now, my problem comes in. You don't have to find me attractive, but you know what you will not do? Demean me. While those builders really going at it, you will not demean me simply because you don't find me attractive. And that's now my problem with pretty privilege. And that's what we're here to do, child. We are here to talk about the 3 things that really trigger me about pretty privilege. What's up? Now, number 1. Pretty privilege, guys. This is the one that gets me going. Pretty privilege breeds entitlement. Breeds it. Wow, I look quite... breeds entitlement. And I'm not... Have you ever... I need to take a breath for this one. Now, what I mean by it breeds entitlement is that people who are benefiting from pretty privilege, for one, I personally didn't benefit from pretty privilege all throughout high school, child, even till date. I've seen people, people have made it very clear that, sis, you ain't in the mix like that. And you know what? Adjust your top and move on. But number 1, what I was trying to talk about is pretty privilege breeds entitlement. Why do I say this? And what do I mean by it breeds entitlement? Is that people who benefit from pretty privilege usually feel like there's a specific type of respect or things are owed to them by the world because they are pretty. Now, I noticed this especially in uni. It's like someone won't do their assignment, or in high school, someone won't do their homework. And when you ask them, like, aren't you scared? Like, us unpretty folk who were considered unpretty, we had to do the work by ourselves. And they just be like, no, sis. Like, so-and-so will do it for me. And I'm like, oh, why are you paying them? Because, you think you're a broke person. That's why ain't nobody checking for you like that. And they're like, no, because he likes me. Or because he finds me fine. And I feel like that really, guys, sends me. Because the other day I was sitting here waiting for my results, almost losing my damn mind. And I'm just thinking someone somewhere is not even that scared because they know they got the top of the class guy to do their work, or the top of the class girl to do their work. It really breeds this sense of entitlement that I don't have to do anything because everyone is supposed to do it for me, simply because why? I'm pretty. I am pretty. Now, that entitlement is directly linked to my second point, and that is that pretty privilege is quite demoralizing. I remember one time when we were looking for universities to go to, this lady came from a university back in my home country. I'm from Kenya, for those of you who didn't know. Yes, that's right, I'm Kenyan, with a little bit of sauce. Now, this lady came from a university, and let me tell you, girl was banging. Like, I heard the click, clank, clank. What? These builders. What? I heard the click, clack, clanking of her heels coming from the back, guys. And I had to turn around and check who is that. Even her step was on fire. Her step, the way she stepped with the high heel. You knew she was the one. So she came to our school and she gets on stage. She's all confident. She's really doing it. And the thing isn't that it's because she's pretty that she was doing it. In my mind, it wasn't because she was attractive that she was doing her thing. My mind, it was because she was confident. But later, when we went and obviously spoke to her, like we went to meet her, like, you know, talk to her about the university, because she was very charismatic. So naturally you want to go talk to the person who you feel more comfortable talking to. We went to talk to her, and she was telling us about the job she has at the university. And the thing is, she was a student, but she was also the head of their advertising, you know, their advertising, I don't know, sector, campaign. I'm not sure what to call it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not doing English in university. So she tells us that one of the reasons she got the job was because she was attractive. What? What do you say? And she said there were other people way more qualified than her. There were other people who literally were like, she didn't even think she'd get the job when she went for the job. And she said it was because that she was because she was attractive, that literally took her from this position to like up there, to the point where she was actually able to get the job. And that didn't resonate well in my mind, because it's like, so what you're telling me, madam, is that the jump has got me before I even got the jump. Are you serious? You ain't serious. You ain't serious. So you're telling me that I'm sitting here in school doing this at the high school. I'm sitting here doing degree. I've done O level, A level, and I'm doing my degree, and then I'll get a master's, maybe even a PhD. And you're telling me that I'll do all that, and just because someone doesn't find me pretty, I may not get the job? Are you serious? Yes, I'm shouting. Yes, I'm angry. Yes, it's unfair, and it's excessively demoralizing, because I sit in class sometimes and I'm like, is it fair? Is it fair that so-and-so, or her and him are gonna get their assignments done by someone because they're pretty? Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I'm angry. For all your folks that are gonna at me in the comment section and say, you're just mad because you don't benefit from pretty privilege and you don't think you're pretty. I think I'm pretty, but I'm mad that I don't benefit from pretty. No, I'm not even mad that I don't benefit from pretty privilege. I'm mad that there are people benefiting from pretty privilege, and it's putting the rest of us at such a serious disadvantage because people don't find you attractive. That is insane to me. Anyway, the third thing that I'm here to talk about with regards to pretty privilege is it is inconsistent. My dear, and I have seen this firsthand. I have experienced it. Now, like I said, in high school, gosh. By the way, is there anyone, please actually just comment in the comment section if any of you really had like speak and span high school experience, because honestly, I don't know if it's just me, but wow, my high school really wasn't the one. It really wasn't the one. I mean, my friends made it better. Shout out to you guys. But anyway, in my high school, like I keep saying, I didn't really have the best time. Like in terms of my looks, people really didn't find me attractive. I was big, and sis, I like food. I like eating. And I like my chicken. But people didn't find me attractive because, for one, they thought like they found me fat. Two, wow, today is, I don't know what's going on here, but wow, there's a lot of energy outside. Two, I was really dark skinned, and that really seemed to bother like a lot of the guys. Like I was really, really black. Like guys, I was black. And the problem that came along was the fact that I was black, but I had an American accent because I didn't live in Kenya my whole life. Anyway, besides that, a lot of people didn't find me attractive, and they didn't really like me as a person in general. So what happened was, after I graduated high school, I started getting into like working out, etc. Anyway, guys, I'm really just feeding you a lot of my stories that don't need to be fed. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's inconsistent, because throughout high school, the guys that didn't like me in high school, you find that now they'll be the ones that are sliding in my DMs. The same guys who would sit up and laugh at me and disrespect me and literally not want to even give me a place to speak simply because they didn't find me attractive, and they disrespected me based off of my looks. They're the same people sliding in my DMs saying, hey, what's up? You know, I find you attractive. You're my Instagram crush. And it's crazy to me, because it's like, how do you establish this whole hierarchy of a system that the prettiest people are supposed to get things and they're supposed to live life like this a specific way? But it's just like, you don't want to be consistent. Because if you're going to call someone pretty, or if you're going to call someone unattractive and let them stay in their boxes. Everybody stay in their boxes. That, honestly speaking, Such a thing is not something to be taken lightly, because the inconsistency of pretty privilege literally breeds so much space for insecurity and lack of confidence. Now, for me, who wasn't considered pretty, who wasn't considered the creme de la creme of the class, it's crazy to me, because it's like, now you want me. And it's just like, where are the pretty people supposed to place their cards? Do you understand? If someone who was unpretty can suddenly become pretty and can be even prettier than the people you people considered pretty, it's just crazy, because you people are literally breed these other people that you have upheld on pedestals for their whole lives. All you're doing is demeaning their confidence, especially if those people make it a point to get their validation from external sources. All you're doing is bringing down their confidence. So the inconsistency of pretty privilege is crazy to me, because I honestly am a firm believer that, especially, like, I'm a firm believer that if you're going to keep that same energy, if you think I'm unattractive, let me stay in that box. Don't switch up, switcheroo, and now you want to put me above the people that you thought were pretty, because that's not fair to the people that you thought they were pretty. That's not fair to literally lead someone along this one path, this one straight, and then all of a sudden you want to demolish everything that they know in their lives. And I know it's not, you're not supposed to gain your value from other people, but that's just naturally what happens to people. You are more inclined to listen to someone telling you you're pretty than if you're telling it to yourself, and that's sad. I know it's sad, but it's the truth. Now, guys, let me not continue. I honestly hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun making it, you know? And please don't take it as I'm trying to bash anyone who is pretty and I'm trying to tell you guys it's your fault. No, it's not your fault, sis. It's not your fault that you're pretty. It's not your fault that you're pretty. You're beautiful, sir. It's not your fault. I see some people and I'm like, wow. Wow, God took his time making you, child. And it's not that I don't think I'm beautiful, and it's not that I'm mad. Well, I'm just giving too many disclaimers. Take it as it is, with a grain of salt or a grain of sugar. Please, guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please go and follow me on Instagram at Carrie Page. Thank you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.